It is reasonable to be a little taken aback if you ever had the chance to meet one of the Beatles, given that they are the rock band that has had the greatest impact on the world and are the most well-liked bands in the history of rock music. Rarely, however, can one state that they not only engaged in a lengthy chat with one of them, but also had the opportunity to collaborate with one of them at a recording console. Having experienced all three, Richie Sambora, the former guitarist for Bon Jovi, might be called a genuinely fortunate individual. Howie Mandel Does Stuff conducted an interview with him not too long ago, and he was eager to reveal the truth for all of us to comprehend. I'm the one who likes to go around the studio and ask, who's in today? Since during that time we were really popular. What exactly is going on? Whereas Sting is doing his thing over there, Don Henley is over here in position B. Paul is also there in that room. Paul McCartney? I said. My entire life I had never come across a Beatle. I was probably well on my way to 40. As I was working on a Bon Jovi live record that I was mixing, I was peeping out the door, waiting for Paul to go in, since his band and everybody else was there, Sambora recalls. Sambora was working on the record. Paul has not yet arrived, and it is now close to 2 hours. After leaving one studio, I proceed to the other overdub studio in order to really perform some overdubs on this live performance. If I were to walk right into him, he would ask, "See, you're practicing, are you, mate?" And because he is left-handed and I am right-handed, he grabs the guitar and begins to play it. I am right-handed and he is left-handed. After that, not only did I have a lengthy talk with Sir Paul, but I also got to see him lend a hand in mixing a specific Bon Jovi track. This is the kind of thing that every rock musician hopes to happen on their own. Because there is a couch there, we decide to take a seat, and he immediately jumps into it, dude. What's more, they had to physically separate us from one another because we had just started talking to each other all the time. Consequently, he was required to enter his own studio, and I was in my own studio when I turned around and saw that Paul had one of my guitars in his possession, and he was playing around with it. Sadly, Sambora is unable to call to mind the specific Bon Jovi song that McCartney assisted in mixing. He does, however, recall the name of the album. Something that was not on the live record was said. A record with the title One Wild Night was being played, but we conquered it together. It is important to note that the contribution made by McCartney was not acknowledged.